Hello, and I will first explain one of the key retirement concepts, compounding interest. Compounding interest means that what you gained, the interest you gained from the last periods or last year will be considered to be part of your principal this year, and it will continue to grow in that amount. So, for example, let's say we are investing in $1,000 this year, and the interest rate is 10%. We are going to get $1,100 at the end of the year this year. And for next year, our beginning principal will change from $1,000 to $1,100, and we are going to get $1,121. So we can see the increase in interest. So if the compounding interest is keep doing that way, we're going to get a huge amount of money at the retirement. And that is the concept of compounding interest.
As I think about the compound interest, I think it is like an economic problem. If we have the business deposits, we have to save this interest in the bank. Based off the interest, we can use to daily to yearly and not limited. About the individual stock and the index, I think it is the individual stock is to like the kind of the stock and the market we have, and these issues will impact on the market development on stock increase or decrease. About the index is more like the evidence on each stocks and business. And as if we without the index, I think we will lose a lot of the confidence in our market. Finally, about the retracement complexes of our choosing, I will choose the 401k. About 401k, sharing plans, employees, and also focusing each employee income individual's account. And I think this plan can make employer can save money in our accounts. So I will choose the 401k to be my retracement compensation.
Compounding interest is the interest or loan or deposit calculated based on both the initial principal and the accumulated interest from previous periods. This is calculated on the principal amount and also the accumulated interest of the previous periods, and then they can also be referred to as interest on interest. An individual stock is, if you buy one, you'll become part of the owner of the company. Therefore, you will earn per share on the profit or loss of the business. But an index fund is when you're buying a set of stock to track a certain index. So you share the stocks of different companies indirectly instead of owning just like one individual business.
First, I'm going to talk about what is compounded interest. So compounded interest is an addition interest from the previous loan that is calculated based on the accumulated interest. And this is the formula of compounded interest. Next, I'm going to talk about what is an individual stock. So when you buy the individual stock, you will become part of the owner of the company. Therefore, what you earn per share will depend on the profits or loss of the business. So one of the examples of individual stock is Apple stock. Next, what is index funds? So when you buy the index funds, you are buying a set of stock to track a certain index, which means that you own the share of stocks of a few different companies, and instead of only just one individual business. So the examples of index funds are Vanguard Total Stock Index or the Scrap Total Stock Market Index. And this is lower risky than the individual stock. So I'll give you some questions. So if this is the first time for Tim to invest in the stock market, should he start with the individual stock or index? The answer is index funds because this is lower risky. Next question. Which of the following stock is sharing only one stock instead of 1,000 of stock of different companies in the stock market? And there are three options.
The answer is A, Apple stock. Finally, I'm going to talk about benefits plan. So benefits plan is a retirement that government will give a monthly payments to the employee after they retired based on their salaries. And this is the end of my slide.